How to eat fruit. The orange. When eating an orange, always ensure that it remains upright, for its delicate contents are at continuous risk of becoming dislodged. The orange lives in the desert. Before it pupates, it sports a colourful pair of wings, which can measure up to 18 centimetres in depth. The orange is a solitary creature, preferring to spend its money on odd-numbered weights, such as 7 pounds and 3 ounces. An orange occurs between red and yellow in the visible spectrum at a wavelength of about 585 to 620 nm. It is numerically halfway between red and yellow in a gamma-compressed RGB space. Many things in the world are orange: a traffic light, marmalade, some cars, some rust, and some hasps. The apule. When eating an apule on the sports field, one must take great care not to confuse the pippin inside with any of the items on the field, such as wickets or jodhpurs. Apule grows in the ground. The stalky bit is called the tail because it has an imil inside, which is commonly known as pippin. Apules have a firm, meaty texture, not unlike chicken. Chickens also grow in the ground, mainly during summer months. They have long, dark tails, which are often called brushes. They hunt at night, and their call can be heard on a clear night from a distance. The world looks blue and green, and the snow-capped mountains white. A chicken apule has 4 sides, much akin to the common square. The pear. When eating a pear, beware of its hidden agenda. Born under the sign of Gemini, it will utilize its emotional instability to make you feel guilty and worthless. Pears are flavored from pear drops, which are collected from the breath of those in ketosis. The pear has 1 brother and 2 sisters, and so is certainly not the only child of the fruit basket. One can often win pears in raffles or tombolas. Pears are packed full of vitamins, iron and steel. The lemon. When eating a lemon, cut widthways, girthways, hallways, and forever. The fruit of the lemon and whirling dervishes are the only 2 items from the fruit basket which naturally rotate. In early May, the lemons' mating season begins, when female lemons lay a clutch of eggs, which the seedless male then impregnates using his tongue, which is hollow. Lemons are flavoured for retail purposes using a secret recipe which typically contains vim. Lemons are also coloured synthetically for retail purposes. The bright yellow is in fact painted on by Eastern European technicians. The natural colour of the lemon is a deep, dirty shade of shitty brown. The kiwi. When eating a kiwi, be sure that doors and windows are secure. Kiwi fruits are larger than the average salmon, but not as long and twice as wide. the kiwi tends to face east during winter months, so as to provide its interior with all the necessary trims and decks. Kiwis are so called because of gelatine and wrists. The kiwi is a sadly flightless bird. It lays the largest eggs known to mankind, which hatch into baby bird kiwis and small fruit kiwis. The kiwi is a similar size to domestic rotisserie chicken. It has properties akin to those of the River Nile, such as flexibility and buttresses. The walnut. In order to eat a walnut, one should first remove the stem. The walnut is in fact called the hall nut, but so as to avoid confusion with the hallway, they nicknamed it the walnut. During the 1970s, it became fashionable to affix hardboard panelling to indoor walnuts, and in an ironical twist, let it be noted that the novice golfers like to practice their swing about while balanced atop a peanut. Overwatering or excessive rainfall can cause the flowers to drop and rot. Birds can be a nuisance. The walnut is the tallest fruit in the world by a factor of 16. It is traditionally used in the kitchen as an aid to the mincing process. The grape. When eating a grain, take care to ensure a tight fit betwixt that of which it is and the thing which it is. It is surprising that the grapefruit is so popular, when taking into account the fact that it is the only fruit which cannot be eaten raw. To eliminate any risk of poisoning, it is important that it is sliced thinly prior to baking at a high temperature in a clay oven. Some notable deaths linked with grapefruit poisoning are Jeremy Beagle, Wendy Richards and Terry Wogan. Grapefruits cost 18 pence.